Greetings one and all, my name is Lancer and welcome back once again to Fate Zero. We are on episodes 14 and 15 today, the first episodes of Season 2, or Part 2 of Fate Zero. Last time we did episodes 12 and 13. We had some fun little character interactions to round out the season. Well, some fun, some very integral, especially when it came to Kirei and Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh sort of seeding and planting these little ideas in Kirei's mind, just like, you know, just because your servant's dead doesn't mean you're out of the Grail War. The Grail could still re-choose you. And well, the Grail did just that. But he'll need a servant in order to continue in the Grail War, which means he'll have to take a servant who doesn't have a master. So who's that gonna be? Guess we'll have to see. Other than that, we had some fun stuff with Waver and Ryder, our comedic relief duo. Just Ryder giving Waver some confidence, just like, look, just because you're small and I'm big, we are going up against the entire world. So really, it doesn't matter. And as Iskandar said, with even the body tinier than a poppy seed, I will conquer the entire world. Good man. But that all ended with Castor and Ryunosuke enacting their plan to incite evils that'll shock even that of God through their enlightened awakening that they had. Castor is summoning forth this giant Cthulhu monster, and all the servants have gathered. Well, at the very least, Saber, Ryder, and Lancer are all here to try and stop Castor. What will be the result of this crazy battle? Well, I guess we'll have to see as we get right into the episodes. Oh yeah,
if there really is a giant monster out
these
there,
guys.
do you think they'll authorize us to attack?
If this was a monster movie, I guarantee we'd be the first to get killed off. To set things up till the main character shows up.
That's not even funny, sir.
Shut the hell up, Kyle Hervey. Yeah, Saber's Jesus. She can just walk on water. Of course, it can regenerate.
That is so totally awesome, big guy! The Lord has come! The Lord has come!
Oh yeah, new OP. It's the video time. Oh, this is definitely my favorite of the OPs.
In the long and winding history of the Holy Grail Wars, a foul-up like this is unprecedented.
Really? Like, the Fourth Holy Grail War, it took that many years for some servant to be like, you know what, fuck these rules, I'm gonna do my own thing. Well, granted, both the master and the servant in this case don't care. But yeah, again, bear in mind, this is supposed to be a secret war.
I will see to the arrangements for the cover-up.
How do you cover this shit up? It's a movie. I feel like that's the only thing you could do to cover this up, is that like, oh, we're filming a movie, it's practical, it's just, you know, we're filming another Godzilla movie.
This sight has begun to turn my stomach. Surely there are limits to which one may sink. Do you not agree with that, Tokiyomi?
The honor of the Tosaka family is at stake.
My king.
He just has a spaceship, because of course he does. The Treasure House Infinite. I've done research on it over the years. It's like, I think it's some Indian craft thing from like a mythology. You know, again, Gilgamesh, because he's the first hero, technically. He owns everything, because that makes sense.
My king, humbly beseech you to slay it yourself.
Dealing with pests is the job of a gardener. Or is your intent to mock my noble phantasms?
This creature is beyond the ability of the others. It's the perfect opportunity to demonstrate your true might. I beg you, please take action.
Just 3. So it's like Frieza. So impressive, that CG.
We're leaving, Tokiyomi. I've grown weary of watching that disgusting creature.
Only your sword of dissociation is capable of accomplishing that, so—
You fool! You dare suggest that I draw forth Ea here? Don't forget your place!
The first mention of Ea. This is the only time I think it's called the Sword of Dissociation. It's either Ea or Enuma Elish. But keep that name in mind as we go into other stuff. Well, I mean, if he did use that here, yeah, I think that would deal with Castor. And probably the whole world along with it. But no spoilers. Yeah, you have command seals.
Command seal. It would shatter my relationship with the King of Heroes.
Is there a point? It's like, yeah, regain the command seal, but it's not like Gilgamesh, like, you can't use them on him anyway. He just says, just like, oh, I could use a command seal, but it would shatter my relationship with him. But it's like, yeah, we did all this so I could regain the command seal. What, so you could use it? I mean, I guess push come to shove. I mean, in theory, he could just be like, alright, buy my command seal, Gilgamesh, kill every servant here right now. Use your Sword of Dissociation, kill everybody right here, right now. And there you go, problem solved. There's still Berserker. I mean, there you go, like, all the other servants are dealt with. Top
What
Gun
the
Maverick.
hell? Well,
Yeah,
Bravo 2, gonna go down to get a closer look.
yeah, how do you explain that? What did you expect, idiot? Ugh, forbidden spaghetti.
eyes. It has eyes. It's absolutely covered with eyes.
Ugh,
Diablo 1, engaging.
this guy's such a
I'll
hero.
kill it before it gets me. I'm gonna pump you with missiles, you bastard.
Oh shit. Remember Berserker's Noble Phantasm? Anything he touches becomes a Noble Phantasm. That includes
Isn't that
a jet. Kinda interesting. That pilot was voiced by Kyle Herbay, and well, Berserker is also voiced by Kyle Herbay. I mean, he hasn't said anything other than screams, but it is Kyle Herbay. Yeah, Kari, it's been a while. Kira's here too. Everybody's here. And Kiritsuku is here.
Don't put on airs.
You mongrel!
Of course he goes for Gilgamesh. Space battle. Hello, Gilgamesh is an archer. Just has a spaceship.
I've not played a game like this in quite some time. For a lowly animal, you're providing me with no shortage of entertainment.
These two. I mean, ironically, yeah, like Berserker and Gilgamesh are kind of like the perfect match for each other in a way. Gilgamesh, one who possesses an army of pretty much infinite weapons, but Berserker touches any one of those weapons and they become his.
I hardly recognize you. Karia Mato.
This is a
Though
cool
you turned
fight.
your back, the very sight of you is enough to invite whispers that the Mato family has fallen from grace.
Have you seen the head of the family?
Why did you hand your daughter Sakura over to Zoken?
It's the only reason he's here.
The family's secret arts can be passed to only one child.
Says who?
The simple fact is that my wife is superior breeding stock. Both
He describes her as breeding stock.
for the future of one daughter, I must waste the vast potential lurking deep inside the other. What father would wish such a woeful tragedy upon his children?
You're no true father, Tokiomi, fucking bastard. Yeah, so where's the what if now? Like, there's so many what ifs with this. It's just like, what if he sent Rin instead and Sakura stayed with the Tosekos? How does that affect the story of Fate Stay Night? Again, a couple interesting what ifs that I may pursue in the future.
If she were to be adopted by a mage family, it would give her that much greater chance of reaching the root.
It's fucking rude, I swear.
Mages, and even if Rin fails in her quest, then Sakura may yet fulfill the dream of the Tosaka family.
But what if she fails? Then what was the point? I guess that's the one thing, he has faith in them, but...
You want them to fight each other? Sister against sister?
The best outcome I could possibly hope for.
You bastard! You're insane! Screw you, bastard!
Keep saying bastard. I mean, it's cool, like, representation, because, like, you know, Karia, obviously, in a way, is sort of becoming his own berserker. And Tokiomi, in a way, is trying to emulate, well, not intentionally, but, like, emulating, like, Gilgamesh, you know, just this high and mighty, thinks he knows better. It's a cool, like, blend of, you know, masters and servants rubbing off on each other. Here we go.
You filthy rotten.
Figured just kill him.
When you turned down the family leadership, the Mato's magic secrets were passed on to Sakura. In spite of the fact that I really should be thanking you for my Sakura's future, you are one man that I simply cannot abide.
Yes.
Having crossed paths with you again, I have no choice but to put you to death.
Don't talk so high and mighty, you inhuman bastard!
Take a shot every time he says bastard.
It is those who fail to do so that are subhuman dogs.
Fire mage.
Eat him alive!
Saber!
No!
I am much obliged, Saber!
They'll die and die left and right. I'll be able to see one kind of guts and gore after another. It'll be non-stop, never end!
Yes.
That's so pretty.
This fucking freak, man.
It wasn't me. I was looking for my own guts. I didn't have to go searching for it.
Ryunosuke!
I've been looking for you my whole life.
The true beauty was inside him all along. Good riddance. Good job, Kiritsugu. Fucking hell. He probably nutted from that. Yeah, the thing is just like, yeah, kill the master, you kill the servant, but I mean, casters, they pretty much have an infinite storehouse of mana.
Behold my offering to you! I shall give you the greatest cool ever!
I just put down the man I believe to be Caster's master.
I believe. What if it wasn't?
But how do we kill an indestructible monster?
The only way is to annihilate it in a single strike. Anti-personnel noble phantasms won't suffice. An anti-fortress one is needed. Saber possesses just such an anti-fortress noble phantasm.
Yeah, she does.
Because of Lancer's curse, she can't use it. We'll just have to wait and see exactly what they can really accomplish with their so-called chivalric spirit.
Kinda cool, he's putting faith in them. Nah. I don't like this ending as much. I prefer Shizuka. Again, it's cool. It's like Kiritsugu, he's like, alright, like they've been priding themselves on their chivalric spirit. Let's see if they can actually put it to the test. Episode 15. With chunks of flesh. That's cool detail. Just popping a smoke in the middle of this chaos. And these two are just having their dogfight.
I'll kill you, bastard.
So many fights going on right now.
If only Saber could use her left hand.
Yeah, if only, huh? Just have her and Lancer have a quick fight right now.
Just fall back for now!
Yeah, you're just wasting energy.
For the time being, I will drag that beast into my Ionian Hetyroi. But it will be impossible for my elite troops to slay it.
Sheesh, that says a lot about Caster. Even Ryder's reality marble won't work.
And after that?
No idea. Heroic spirits. I want you to find some way for us to prevail. If anything happens, concentrate and call to me. I'll send a messenger to you.
Just putting faith in them. 2 knights. In a way, Ryder, he's leading this whole thing. No one objected anything to that. He's just like, alright, I'll hold it off. You guys come up with a plan. Ionian Hetyroi! Imagine if Berserker went in there.
Is he trying to kill himself?
Karia.
I mean...
Consider intensive Inesharum.
Intensive Inesharum. Should have killed him.
Wait a minute. I don't know how to use this.
Who are you?
That's not important.
I think this is the only time Kiritsugu and Waver interact.
When the timing seems like it's right, I'll send up a flare. Release Caster directly underneath it. Can you do that?
I can.
Give this message to Lancer. Tell him Saber's left hand contains an anti-fortress noble phantasm.
Huh?
Just saying it as it is.
Saber's left hand has an anti-fortress noble phantasm.
Do you think it's capable of obliterating Caster's monster?
I believe so. My blade and my pride are the same. This wound you inflicted on me is a mark of pride, not shame.
This is the time for pride, Saber. God damn it. Fucking world's at stake. Or at least this city.
On my word as a knight, his is an evil that I cannot let go unchallenged.
Oh, Lancer.
Must it be Saber who is victorious today, or Lancer? No, it is neither of us. What must triumph here today is the path of chivalry.
Broke his spear. Just that simple, like breaking a pair of chopsticks. She has her thumb back.
Rest assured, Lancer. Upon my blade, I will prevail!
Excalibur.
Why now?
Can I use it on Berserker? Gilgamesh, where'd you go?
You dare turn your back on me, you lowly mongrel.
Chaff!
What?
He beat him. It's not like Karia can call him off. Not that he would, really.
Regardless of its own self-awareness of this fact, a soul instinctively seeks out joy in its life.
Going against Tokiyomi. Yeah, he can heal. A little bit of joy, not suffering. This little dinghy.
I am Mithrinus, soldier of the Hetairoi. I have come here to act as my king's eyes and ears.
It's Excalibur again. I wish we could have seen a little bit of like the battle inside the Hetairoi. But I get because like his thing is like desert and it's really like bright sun showing the big CG monster in that. I get it. Plus like the CG with like the soldiers and all that, you know. It's still cool.
Damn that berserker. Can't we do anything about him?
Allow me.
I am putting an end to this mad warrior.
Nice, Lancer. Oh, he has a minigun. Gilgamesh to the rescue. Always up high. Let's end this. Just a big hunk of meat coming down.
Finally! What took them so damn long?
Oh, this song! I've always loved that shot of Saber. Here we go. The Kamehameha of fate incoming. It's like a spear bomb.
It is the true embodiment of the sad yet noble dream of all past, present, and future to lie dying on the field.
Look at that, man.
The invincible king is about to cry out the true name of the miracle she wields in her hands.
The miracle.
Excalibur!
Oh man! Just a single slash.
This brilliant light.
You wanted to see God. Oh, there she is.
There is no doubt. This is the light from when Jean and I were blessed with such profound joy.
Jean d'Arc. Yeah, you can see how he would mix them up.
What have I
become? We'll never know. Because he's finally dead. Secret War. Damn. Fucking awesome, man.
Did you see that, King of Conquerors? Having seen such light, you still refuse to grant her your respect?
It hurts me because it's so bright, and because I know that this burden was thrust upon the shoulders of a little girl.
He's not wrong.
Is what became of a girl who was never allowed to admire butterflies or flowers or fall in love.
Which is exactly what makes her so endearing. The unattainable dream she held so dear, the tears of bitter lamentation she shed. How sweet they'd have tasted as she laid there dying.
You and I will never get along, Babylonian king of heroes.
Yeah, but you will respect each other, probably.
Now realized that fact? There would be no satisfaction in crushing you if you are not in your prime.
Okay, Goku.
Or is it that you yourself are injured from being shot down by that ridiculous lunatic?
I respond to provocation with death.
Ours will be the epic battle that will determine who is the champion of the Holy Grail War.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, Batman.
In all of heaven and earth, none but I, Gilgamesh, can truly appreciate your destruction. You who shine so brightly, yet so briefly, come to my arms.
Kind of like a ticking clock. Oh man, dude. It's sad because it's all downhill from here. Downhill in terms of, yeah, that was epic as hell and awesome. But from this point on, oh, we get down to the nitty gritty and dark shit. Well, that was episodes 14 and 15 of Fate Zero. Starting off this season with a bang. This part. I obviously didn't do it here because I was focused on like, you know, doing like, you know, the whole theatrics and whatever, but like the last couple of times I've gone through this series, whenever we get to Excalibur, for some reason I can't help but like tear up because the scene's so beautiful, the music's amazingly well done. It's just also because like, you know, watching Fate Stay Night as well, it's like that song is Yugi Kaidra's remix of a song that plays in the original Fate Stay Night. We'll save talking more about Fate Stay Night as we get towards the last episode of this series. But yeah, now all the servants know about Saber's ultimate move. Pretty much everyone knows everyone's ultimate move, well, except for Gilgamesh and Berserker to an extent. Well, I mean, it was revealed in episode 14 by Tokyomi that Gilgamesh has one sword that stands above the others. A little seed for what's to come later. I mean, another thing that's cool that was introduced in this episode is the classifications of a noble phantasm. The lowest form, I guess, of a noble phantasm is an anti-personnel, for as it shows, like Lancer, where it's like his spears, they really only work on like one person. I mean, they could do multiple people, but like, you know, it's more intended for like one-on-one combat. And it also showed Ryder, but like, is Reality Marvel really an anti-personnel? I feel like it's more an anti-army noble phantasm. And then obviously Saber's is an anti-fortress, which pretty much means she can wipe out an armored fortress with one blow, which, yeah. But yeah, it's like anti-personnel, anti-army, I think is the next one up. And it's like anti-fortress, anti-city, and then there's like anti-world, or anti-like population, and then anti-world. And I think there's like one more above or below that. But servants can get crazy OP in this series. But yeah, Castor and Ryunosuke have been dealt with. It's kind of interesting because for season 2, pretty much the remainder of the season, for every episode, there's gonna be a major death of some kind. Because I remember I counted it at one point. It's like there's only like one episode out of the remainder of these 13 episodes where there's not a character death. This was pretty much the peak of like the action and hype side. Now we're gonna get into some sad stuff. And we're gonna start getting into some episodes where I'm gonna, again, like I did with episode 11, be covering as just single episodes rather than doing 2 at a time, because there's a lot that could be talked about just with the single episode. Case in point, next episode, episode 16, I will be covering on its own. That scene there at the end with Ryder and Gilgamesh, just like, do you still not respect Saber? And of course Ryder's just like, it's not about respect really, it's more that light, it hurts rather than feels comforting, because again, something I talked about I think in one of the other episodes, where it's just like Saber in this version of King Arthur, Artoria, never got the chance to be a girl. She had to pretend to be a man, you know, had to take on all these responsibilities. Like Ryder said, never got to admire butterflies, flowers, or fall in love. At least not in this version. This responsibility was thrust upon a little girl. And just that setup for Ryder and Gilgamesh's inevitable battle. Also, little stuff there with Kirei choosing not to kill Karya, but instead to heal him and let him go. Of course, throwing it back to what Gilgamesh said in the last couple episodes, just like, you showed the most interest in him when describing the other masters. What sort of plan will Kirei concoct going into the future? I guess we'll just have to see. Oh yeah, and also, yeah, big thing at the start of this episode, Lancer breaking his spear, so the curse on her hand can be relieved, and it was. But yeah, just his thing, and just like, whether it be Saber or Lancer, the true victor should be chivalry. And it's like, oh, I respect him for that, but at the same time, there's gonna be a lot to talk about next episode. But either way, this was my reaction to episodes 14 and 15 of Fate Zero. Join me next time for episode 16, as we now go into the dark depths of the second part of Fate Zero. So until next time, I'm Lancer. Thanks for watching.